it is absolutely wonderful to have this full hall tonight. And just wanted to say a huge thank you to Rembrandt Park Primary for hosting us tonight. It is extremely generous. Their children have just done them proud. And it's a wonderful space to be tonight to celebrate an incredibly special marker moment in our journey. So I'm here tonight to just share with you a little bit about the PfP story, the story of this organization and the story of how we get to 1,000 partnerships, because it wasn't all just smooth sailing, but it was an incredible, incredible journey. So in essence, 10 years ago, a dream was born. It was at the time that, I don't know if you want to change the slide, but it was at the time that, sorry, I've got the clicker. Oh, that's why she's looking at me like that. Okay. So it was at a time that the country was going through quite a transition. The NDP was being written, Dinner King scenarios were being formulated. And one woman had a dream about creating an organization to foster active citizenship, build opportunities for cross-sectoral collaboration, and mobilize our social fabric so that we could actually start to address some of the critical issues that South Africa faces. And that was the birth of Symphonia for South Africa, and shortly thereafter, our flagship program, Partners for Possibility. So Partners for Possibility really is a way of making that dream come true in very practical, meaningful partnerships. The program is really designed to build our nation, and it's designed to allow people, particularly from the business sector and schools, to partner with one another. And as Jane said, that literally started with one partnership. So not enough to make a plan and think something's going to work, and not enough to have a perfect plan either. You kind of just have to start somewhere with one. And so Louise started the very first Partners for Possibility partnership with Ridwan Samadine. The pair of them are there in the background. And at Kanamena Primary, Partners for Possibility was born. And following that, there were years where people just kept saying, yes, we want to do this. We want to reach across boundaries, and we want to create these partnerships. And so we've taken from one partnership in 2010, there were 28 in 2011, there were 82 in 2012, and so it went, doubling year on year on year, until we are at the point where we have reached 1,000 partnerships. So on the 29th of April, 2019, we hit our 1,000th partnership. It was an incredible moment. And it's a moment which makes you stand back and think, you know what, this felt absolutely impossible, but maybe we can do it. Maybe we can mobilize enough of this country's citizens who really care that they will step into each other's worlds and lend each other a hand. And so we went from our first little spot in Cape Town until the point today where we are operational in 9 provinces, so every province in the country. And we are running partnerships in Prieska in the Northern Cape, and in Letsateli, which is the furthermost north that we've reached so far. And I'm not sure if Quibba is here. I know she was going to join us tonight, but a couple of weeks ago, she went to Kleinmeer, which is a tiny community on the border of Namibia, and spoke to them about would they like to have a Partners for Possibility circle in their community, and the answer was yes. So our thanks today is to 1,000 partnerships, 1,000 business leaders, 1,000 school principals, all of the circuit managers that supported those principals onto the program, all of the business leaders that funded these partnerships, the organizations who have funded them, our team who have enabled them, every single person who has stood up to say, yes, I will. This picture, which is over in the corner, is made up of pictures of our partnerships. So it is a living honor to remember the 1,000 people, the 1,000 partnerships that have said yes to this journey. And really, this entire program is based around transformative partnership, real relationship, trust, It is based around the identification of a common purpose that people align around, no matter what their difference in background and history is. And it's our hope for the future, is how do we heal our country? How do we create opportunities for people to find each other and to support our schools in a way that is deeply meaningful and that can see our children's future nurtured because of what the adults are prepared to do. So may I just ask if the Symphonia team could just quickly stand up, because I really would like to take a moment. We've got our Cape Town colleagues here, we've got colleagues from all across the country, and just to the people who have made this possible. Thank you so much. So if you can just quickly stand up, just thank you. Then I would like to ask every single PfP that has been part of this journey, so people who said yes to a partnership, if you could please stand up so that we can see the people who are doing the real work. Okay. Thanks. And lastly, if you have been in any way involved in facilitating this work by funding it, could you please stand up as well? Thank you. So this is a true indication of it takes a village, and thank you, because this is the most beautiful village.